Hello and welcome back to our forest challenge for episode 42, possibly? I believe it's episode 42. We're in December. I think this will be one of the months where we don't actually have to use the second deer. We'll certainly not record on the second deer. I think we'll get... Why does that look... It's just light coming through the trees, isn't it? Unless there's a bit I've missed on there. Looks weird. I think it's just the light. Right. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to fix this tractor. I've got it hooked up to our sprayer. Why am I doing that? I've got it hooked up to the sprayer. We need to do some weeding. I mean, I will repair that. But that's not what I want to do. I want to do the tractor because it's been really struggling. Right, repair that. 1,500, don't mind that. I might as well just repair that for $2. Right. There we go. So we're at $681,000. I don't think there's anything we're particularly going to be spending our money on today. Like I said in the last one, I'm hoping to buy the other bit of land just so we can get a track going through to our new part. Oh, as well, I noticed on the map that when we've gone round with that little weeder, it has worked. So you can see the track where we've gone round. It's just an absolute nightmare to be able to sort of judge where that is. I think if we had a really big weeder, it would be a lot easier. But with us only having that little thing, which I think we'll probably sell, to be honest, yeah, it's just not going to be viable, I don't think. I mean, we could get one of the big weeders that you can do the medium size weeds with, but again, it's spending a bit more money, isn't it? I feel like we've spent loads over the last sort of few months. So if we can, I'd like to save a little bit. Oh, if you look over there as well, attached to the Hurleyman, we've got another 6 units of prefabs. So we're going to get them sold as well. That'll give us another 50 odd grand. I'm going to have to check to see if... I don't know how I'm going to check. Let's turn this off here. What's this? Canola. I still don't think... So we've got the bees here. I don't think the bees are doing anything to our crops, you know. I know they're supposed to give you that extra, like, 2%, aren't they? I don't think they are. It's a myth. Because I've had... Was sunflowers another one where they were supposed to give you the extra, and we've had sunflowers. I don't know if we've had sunflowers in this field. I mean, sunflowers will be going in this field next, so we'll have to try. But I thought canola was one as well, and obviously that's what we've got in now. Gonna have to do something with them bales as well, aren't we? I'm half tempted, and I know it's a conversation that we seem to have every few episodes, but now that we've got the slurry spreader, I'm half tempted to get either cows or pigs. If we can get find a flat piece of land to get them on. I mean, we would get a different one, but if you remember in well, I was going to say we had both in No Man's Land, but if you remember in No Man's Land, quite early on, we got that sheltered cow barn, didn't we? That worked really well. Wasn't that expensive either. Well, it wouldn't have been that expensive because I didn't have much. We had absolutely no money, did we? In no man's land. I think out of everything, that's probably the hardest sort of Let's Play that I've recorded. Just with the restrictions we put on it, just made it really, really difficult and like brilliant. I absolutely loved it. Jack Pine, that was difficult as well, but I don't think as difficult as what No Man's Land was. Because the thing with No Man's Land as well, it's so expensive for a new bit of land, isn't it? It's like, is it 85,000? Well, we had it on. Oh, I think we might have had it on euros actually. 85,000 euros for a new piece of land. It's just, it's so much expensive. And when you've got it on hard economy as well, we were basically only making money from selling the wood, and we were getting next to nothing for it. It was just so difficult to start with. We got that tiny little generator as well, didn't we? The little, it was almost like a wind chime. I'm sure it was that, or it might have been a little solar panel or something that was generating us a little bit of money. But I remember at the start as well, we were going into debit at the end of every day, weren't we? We were like minus whatever. It was so crazy. It's like just starting with that little money when you're literally counting the euros rather than like, obviously we're counting in sort of tens of thousands now, aren't we? Hundreds of thousands. But at the start, I can't remember the start of this being as brutal. I'm gonna go and quickly sell these. Yeah, I can't remember the start of this being as brutal as what No Man's Land was. This one, we seem to make money quite quickly. Did we? I can't even remember what economy we've got this on. Is it on medium? Did we keep it on medium? Yeah, economy's normal. That'll be why. I mean, I'd love if I don't even. Like I've said before, I haven't really kept up with the news for FS in the last probably 6 months or so. But if there is going to be a new iteration of FS come out this year, 53.5 grand. I love that. Which I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if there is. That might have already been sort of debunked. I don't know. Are they still putting the podcasts out as well? Because I used to get notifications on my phone about the podcast, but I don't think I've had one in a while. So has that sort of gone by the wayside? But either way, if they did put another FS out, like FS25, and No Man's Land gets done again, I'd love to have another go on there, just do it sort of slightly differently this time. Because the thing is, because it's so much of a sort of blank canvas, you could do it like completely different, couldn't you? I think I'd still have it as a sort of survival type one though, where we're on the hardest economy. And I'll tell you what we'll do quickly while we in the Hurleyman. We'll go and put some silage through the VGA. Yeah, I think I'd still have it like that. Difficult economy, probably max the loan out, but then start with 0. That's why we were going into negative equity, wasn't it? Because we were paying off the loan every month. Or at the end of, yeah, well, it was every month, wasn't it? I don't know how much this is processed overnight. I've got a trailer full of it. Not bad. We haven't actually got, if we look at the map, We haven't actually got a great deal to do. This, I think... Oh, we've got the sugar beet. I forgot about that. We've got the parsnips in there. That looks like they're going to be ready in the next month. And I have a feeling that with that, we need to sell one of the oils, either canola or sunflower. I'm sure December's the best month for them. We'll have to go and have a look and then get them loaded up and sold. Seems I've waited all year to do it. I've just put the trailer back as well, haven't I? Right, I'll tip this and then we'll have a look. We're still over 200,000 of digestate. That's good. In fact, that's really good. I expect to be quite a bit lower than that. What did we get? 2 full tanks worth last time? 2 or 3 full tanks we used. Right, that's down. Let's go and get this trailer back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was going to say I could probably use the micro tractor, but I don't know how many pallets we're gonna actually have. If it's canola, we'll have substantially more, I would have thought, because I think we've produced more canola than what we have sunflowers. Or it certainly feels like we have anyway. Right, where's the best place to put this? You probably haven't noticed, but the wood chips behind us, so directly behind the trailer now, is where the wood chips store from that sawmill. I keep on top of them with the bobcat. Every now and again I'll just get the bucket on and move them over to the silo. Hang on. Are we also in the best month for wood chips as well? Next month. So we will make a good chunk of money on wood chips next month as well. It says we've got 61,000 in there. However, we will have wood chips from one of the sawmills over there. There'll be a load of them, just the one have spawned yet. Right, let's see which one we're doing. Yep, canola. Oh, it's high as well. 4,300 for canola. There's no point in trying to pick 3 up. Oh my god, it's struggling with 2. No way should that be. Am I going to have to take one off? You used to be able to pick these up, never mind this struggling with it. That's why I kind of wish we had 2 forklifts instead. I mean, even one, that is utterly ridiculous. Where on earth is the weight gone in the back of the bobcat? This must be one of the first games where, first Let's Plays where we've never had a front loader tractor, have we? Not fit in there. Yeah, I mean it'll fall, but don't mind that. There's plenty of room on that trailer. Okie doke. I don't know how many there's going to be. How many's waiting to... So there's 6,000 litres waiting to spawn as well. So we'll get them on the trailer and I'll be back shortly. Last one. I think that'll make us a 10. I'm sure we had 6. Did we have 6 waiting and then 4 stacked up? Possibly. Is that us finished? No, there's another 3 stacked up. We're gonna have more than what I thought. I've come back too early, haven't I? I thought this was going to be the last one. It's not. And now I'm dropping it. Fantastic. Get these ones moved out of the way. I think these are... The sunflowers are due in February, possibly. So not too long for that either. Come on, we need the canola. There we go. Hopefully get another one then as well. I don't know how many we've got waiting for sunflowers. I don't even know if it's still producing. It was a couple of months ago, wasn't it, when we put the sunflowers in? Will this be the first time we're selling any of this off? I can't remember if we've done any before or not. I've just realised as well, we're not going to be able to go straight down that road, are we? We're going to have to go around, because this will just automatically start selling as soon as we hit that sell point on the road. And I think the price difference was quite big, wasn't it? Right, I think that was the last canola. We're going to make some good money out of this. It's that end thing again. Do you know what? I'm going to replace this trailer. We're going to have to get a different one. It's just, there's always that it's mostly with the prefabs, isn't it? The prefab walls where we get the resistance on it, but we'll probably see it again here where just there's something just not right with the Bobcat either. That wasn't as bad. Right, I know there's still that one on the floor. I just want to get these strapped down. Oh, that's not going over there. It is so bumpy around there. Oh my god. Something not happy with that trailer, is there? It's shaking away there. Yeah, we're gonna have to get another trailer. I'll have a look, see if there's any different mods we can download, because we've had a few issues with that, haven't we? Right, let's see if we can. There we go. I mean, look at it moving. It's like literally pushing the trailer away. And it's not like there's that much weight on it as well. Let's get that round there. This has got explosion written all over it, hasn't it? Right, so was it like 4,100 or 4,300 or something? It was a good chunk, wasn't it? We'll have a look after. I always forget about that bump. I can't get rid of it either, I've tried. That's as much as I can smooth out. Right, and away we go. $56,500, not bad at all. How much were we getting for it? 4,300. I mean, that is just immense, isn't it? That isn't. Let's try that again. There we go. Okie doke. Right, we need to get... We haven't got that much left to do today, really. Not that I'm going to record anyway. I'll probably do a bit tidying up around on our new bit of land. How much are we going to get for the sunflower oil? 4,100. I always thought you got more. Oh, you meant to get more. It was just the price was really high for canola. We've got 2 fields left we need to weed. We've got some fertilising that needs doing. Oh, we need to do the... That's what we need to do. The sugar beet. Let's get that switched off. We'll get down there. The sugar beet. We'll probably put on a time lapse because it does take a while, doesn't it? I should have just jump. I might just jump through it. I don't know how long we've... I have absolutely no idea how long we've been recording. I've got... Where on earth is the Deutz? Right, brilliant. I've lost a tractor. Give us 2 seconds and I will find it. We've been spraying the weeds off, haven't we? Totally forgot. I was just about to say before we lost the Deutz. I've got about 5, maybe even 6 of these videos stacking up now. So you might get... I might put out maybe 1 a day for the next few days. Today is... What day is today? Tuesday the 30th of January. So I mean, if I only put one out every other day, it's going to be ages until this comes out. So yeah, I might put one out a day for the next... for the rest of this week, maybe. Right, and... let's get going. And yeah, that's dumping out there. I don't know how to do this, because normally we'd put this through the BGA. In fact, that's all we've ever done is put this through the BGA. However, there is a mod that we won't get yet, but you make sweets, and you might make other sort of sweet stuff as well, but you definitely make sort of sweets chocolate and stuff like that. That I would fancy using. However, I'd only do that probably if we could get some other sort of production going from it as well, like sugarcane or something like that. Do you know, if we weren't just relying on beets alone, we'd have to have something else. So, and I can't even remember if you need other stuff, if you need like to create sugar or not sugar, sorry, like different oils, or if you need dairy. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it. I just know when I was looking at some of the mods yesterday, and I seen it on there. It's downloaded, it's ready. I just haven't really explored it. So especially if we get a new area of land, we could maybe look to doing that. And I was saying the other in the other video as well, wasn't I, that I don't think we've ever done sugarcane, like ever, in any of them, any of our Let's Plays. So we might. Oh, that must be a weed. We might look to doing that in the future. I was saying one now, the way we doing it at the minute, I want very distinct areas of production. So like we've got our canola and sunflowers over here, we've got our root veg over at the other side. I suppose you could say our all our wood production as well, because that's all over here, isn't it? So if we could get a one that was producing sort of sugar, and yeah, I think that would be quite decent. Right, I am going to crack on with this. I might go and get the bobcat to pick it up. We never normally do that, do we? I normally pick it up by hand, but I think the bobcat might be a decent idea, and the other trailer's over here to put it in. So that seems like a cracking idea. Okay, I shall not be long. These last little bits, some of them I'm struggling to pick up as they pick up all of them as soon as I get back on to recording, obviously. I don't mind that. I mean, some of them I will just leave, I'm not bothered about little bits being left. The trailer's pretty much full anyway. We're going to have nearly 30,000 litres of sugar beet in there. Come on, see, it's just ones like this to just I picked some of that up there. And then when you go downhill, they all pour out. I mean, for actual quantity, there's not much going to be left on the floor anyway. See, it's like tiny bits. I'll leave it at that. It's a bit of a pain around the rock. It's a lot easier. If I went and got the shovel, I'd probably be able to get all of them, but for what it's worth, it's the amount we've got. Right. Let's get this back down, and then we'll go and tip these out. And then I think we will probably end the episode with a time lapse and finish the spraying. And then do we need to do some fertilising as well? I feel like there's 2 fields that need fertilising. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do beforehand, actually. Let's just look quickly at fertilising. Yeah, so them 2 fields need doing. What we'll do first though is we'll get all the potatoes out of here and we'll go across to our soup factory, and we might as well get the potatoes potato soup going. Nope, not in that one. Does it come out of here then? Ah, I was just too far over. Sorry, I wasn't patient enough. So wheat. There they are. In the next episode, which we'll go into January because there's nothing we need to do in the second part of December. Oh, you don't like that, do you? We'll sell the soup off, I would have thought. Whatever we've got, because when we had a look at the price, there's not that much difference, is there, between the top price and the lowest one. So we'll get a new trailer. This is really struggling. I mean, it's only 18,500 litres as well. Here we go. Right, I'll change views just so we can get through the trees. It's a nice path through there, isn't it? No weaving. There we go. Can't even remember what we were saying. I know we were talking about the soup. Then parsnips will be ready as well, so we can get that going. So that'll be all 4, won't it? Once them parsnips are ready. Right, in we go. And I'd already set the away, hadn't I? Just to start, yeah, I have, yeah. So we've got a full load there, then we've got like 5,000 of each waiting to come through as well. And there's still loads. Do you know, it's not even going down that fast, is it? The carrots and the red beet. I think we're probably going to end up getting the preserved food factory as well. Because it's just... yeah, it's not going down at all. I said it's not going down at all, it's not going down very fast. Okie doke, right, let's get back over. I'll get hooked up to the sprayer and then we'll close the video out. Okie doke, so we have 2 fields we need to spray off with the weeds, and then 2 fields we need to fertilise. I might as well go and get the... in fact, I'm going to go down that way because it's awful going up the right side of that bank. I might go and get the plough to get some beets back in there. We'll see. If it's dark, if it's really dark, which I think it's probably going to be honest, by the time it kicks in, we won't bother. I'll just put it in January. But if there's still a little bit of light, then we may as well get the sugar beet put in. Come on, up you get. I think I'm getting to the point where we need one of our bigger tractors. We're going to have to get road crop tyres on, aren't we? Like, but not massive. So you can get them on that John Deere that we've got, but I don't want a 400 and odd horsepower tractor pulling this little weeder, because it'll just look daft, won't it? Okay, so we're going to get a time lapse on. That'll take us out the video as well. I don't imagine the time lapse will be overly long. Probably no more than a minute, I wouldn't have thought. So next one will be into January, and we're probably reaching that point where we're going to need the 2 days again, I would have thought. As soon as the harvesting starts again, then that's when it really kicks in and we need to turn them fields around. So yeah, January for the next one. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.
PlayStation